Hello, we are in a discussion of by AWS Solutions Architect, and we are going to discuss a little bit about AWS Analytics Services overview combined with databases, RDS, and other databases to understand whole background to answer some of the questions coming in. Let's get it started. All right, so introduction to AWS Analytics Service. So this AWS Analytics Service offers comprehensive suite of analytics services designed to meet diverse data processing. Today, you got a huge amount data coming in from everywhere, right? Not like in the past, right? From real-time streaming to petabyte scale data warehousing, right? Data warehouse become more modernized and you got so much power and everything with the combined giving you a lot of ease enough to handle this analytics and other stuff, right? Not like in a on-premises environment. So this is basically purpose-built services, right? SQL analysis to is streaming, search, business intelligence, right? Uh, AWS delivers unmatched capabilities, optimized for specific workloads, right? And also they integrate each other, so you get an integrated experience. So if you see that picture in here, so data collecting and then processing to a readable format and then event processing data and event and then analyze and we get a reports answers, right? So data coming into tunnel, collecting stage, collecting and storage stage and then you got a processing stage, processing and then store and then you run reports on top of that, right? So you can see like a data collection and storage stage. So it's three buckets involved, right? And Amazon Kinesis is like real-time data streaming, capturing um, um, service, and then you got Amazon DynamoDB, uh, past data service, right? And then that's a NoSQL, and then you have Amazon RDS, SQL type of load, and then Amazon MSK, especially for Apache and Kafka type of workloads, right? And then processing type. So Amazon Lambda, AWS Lambda, you can use for event processing. Something happened in events, and then Amazon KCL apps, and then real-time scenarios, Amazon Kinesis Firehose, and then AWS Glue is there for processing, transforming data, right? ETL, right? Extract, transform, and loading data. And then here you got data processing stage. It's still you got a uh, EMR, right? Amazon MapReduce service, Elastic MapReduce, and then you get a machine learning involved for the task processing, and then you have AWS Glue. And then when they go into databases like Redshift and S3, so you running the reports on Redshift, QuickSight, Athena for queries, right? You pay what you use. That's how that works. So I believe you might have a get an idea how this data analytics service, warehousing service is working, right? Um, all right, let's go into next slide. So we going to little bit talk about the data firehose, streaming data delivery service. So firehose architecture. data flow diagram briefly. So you got the data sources, right? Here you getting data from mobile apps, so web applications, IoT devices, right? And then you get an application log. So they all coming into real-time streaming, multiple sources going into Amazon Firehose, and then you use Lambda to transform this data into a readable format, maybe a columnar storage type, and then you got different destinations. You can have Amazon S3 buckets. So here you can use Athena to do analytics part, and then you can go to Amazon Redshift, and then you can run reports on top of that, and then you can get an open search service, right? And then you can go to Apache Flink. So this all of these services are support to get data, right? So fully managed services, so no infrastructure to manage, so you don't need different machines or other stuff, right? Automatic scaling, so matches your data throughput, real-time delivery, near real-time analytics, right? Built-in transformations, so Lambda, buffering and comparison optimize storage, right? So as I said earlier, so these destinations are support to get data for analytics. So use cases, so you got a real-time analytics, data lake ingestion, right? Stream into S3, search indexing data warehousing, right? Direct to Redshift. So Amazon Data Firehose is one of the main service to get streaming data, right? All right, I got some pictures copied from Amazon website, right? Uh, One second, what happened to them? They coming into a different format. Right. Hold for a second, right? I don't know what happened. Anyway, uh, something is not right in the presentation mode. When I come into presentation, actual presentation mode, these pictures go in a mad other way around or something. Anyway, doesn't matter. So I copied these pictures from Amazon AWS website, right? So you can see sort of get an idea how these processes happen, right? So see that something like sales orders, inventory, trend data from multiple online and physical locations. Let's say you got a huge company, maybe a retail company or something, supermarket chain, and you're getting update from there, right? And a lot of things coming up, sales orders coming up, inventory updates, a lot of data coming up for transactions, and right, and then real-time streaming, you can direct to uh, Amazon Kinesis streams, right? Real-time data is loaded and processed in here in Kinesis, and then it can be uploaded to a DynamoDB, right? And updated information initially, immediately available online and business users and customers, right? And here's batch updates coming from their data is uploaded to S3 for staging, right? Getting ready to go. Elastic MapReduce with a spot instance due to sort, aggregate and join data sets. So here in EMR, processing data and process data is uploaded into Redshift, and Redshift, on top of Redshift you can run all reports, and then you can get all business apps and business intelligent report from there, right? Uh, so then let's have a look. This one works or not in the presentation. Uh, so is this on the other way around? Yeah, no, it's still got the other way around. That's all right. So we go into the other one. Uh, all right. So we still going to looking into that in a normal way. All right. So the second picture also explain some sort of a workflow in uh, data source coming in here, right? And then data source upload data from multiple sources into S3 buckets. And then you got a EMR elastic map reduce, transform and cleanse the data. So extract, transform, and load load formatted then cleanse data into S3. So this is basically the raw data. And then using EMR, you cleanse the data and get ready for formatted into S3. And then S3 Redshift loads data in parallel, optimizing for sparse analysis scoring. So loading fast analysis for Redshift, and then Redshift you can get a quick site reports, right? Visualize your data, get into a readable, usable format in here, right? All right, let's go in presentation mode. All right, all right. So forget about this one. It's uh, going in the other way around. Okay, so let's have a look. Bit of more details in Redshift fully managed data warehouse. So claims data is loaded into Redshift AWS flagship cloud data warehouse service, right? So it delivers fast query performance using columnar storage. Columnar storage is used for optimize for complex SQL queries, right? And then they use massively parallel processing. So parallel processing queues. So see that they are supporting a lot of features like you can't do these things in you don't have that much power in on premises. So traditional warehouses, right? So the key features, key words we're going to hear in exam columnar storage. Columnar storage is optimized data for analytical queries, compressed columnar data format that they are optimized for running complex queries. Massively parallel processing that distribute queries across multiple nodes for fast execution. So number of nodes in a process to process the data. So auto scaling due to data spikes and other stuff, right? And then security, encryption at rest and in transit, so VPC isolation, and then business intelligence, machine learning integration, built-in ML capabilities, Amazon SageMaker, right? And benefits user cases. So basically, Redshift is business intelligent, right? You can get the reports and then data like analytics, query data directly from S3 without ETL using Redshift Spectrum, right? So without transforming, right? You can directly query and then a real-time analysis, cost optimization. So pay only for what you use in flexible pricing models, right? So Redshift seamlessly integrated with S3 for data lake storage, uh, AWS Glue for ETL process. So what is ETL? ETL is extracting, transformation, and loading data, right? Raw data. So Amazon QuickSight for visualization. So these ones like visualization are tools or reports when the data is cleansed and loaded. So you can get reports from there. And then Amazon Kinesis for real-time data streaming, as I show you in the diagrams, right? Let's go into next diagram. All right, so that's coming in sort of again that's coming in the ups left. left, right changed, right? All right. So that is another diagram I copied from AWS to give you sort of the see that a lot of things like I get in from Twitter, Facebook, the events, and then real time, right? Create an Amazon Kinesis stream for receiving data. Kinesis is and then Lambda is triggered, right? Use AWS Lambda to coordinate the data flow, right? And then machine learning model to create real-time predictions. So you can get a real-time predictions, and then you use Amazon SNS to notify customer support agent. So notifications can be sent to get notes, right? All right. So let's go into right one now. Pictures are finished now. That one is the one problem. All right, this one, there's nothing in there. All right, so let's go into the other services. So Amazon Athena serverless SQL query that can be queried through S3, right? Query data directly S3 without infrastructure management for ETL process. So you can query raw data, or you can do ETL process to get data optimized, right? Paper query model, right? This is one of the thing ideally for ad hoc analysis if you don't have much budget like you to use Redshift. So S3 and Athena is the best way, right? So supported data format, CSV, JSON is integration with data lakes, right? Standard tabular format or flexible semi-structured format, right? So you got a lot of Paraquay, ORC, right? Significantly faster execution with columnar format. So that's Amazon Athena. All right, Redshift is the heart of a AWS analytics service, right? Petabyte scale data warehouse optimized for OLAP workloads, columnar storage, and massively parallel processing. So that's Amazon Redshift, petabyte scale data, right? OLAP workloads, right? Columnar storage and massive parallel processing. These are the highlights of Redshift. Anywhere you got these words, that's mentioned Redshift, right? RA3 nodes, decouple compute and storage, cost efficient scaling while maintaining high performance. So got the Redshift spectrum, extend querying capability directly to stored data in Amazon S3, eliminating the need more transform data before analysis. So you can use Redshift spectrum to directly query the data in S3, right? Eliminating the need of more data into Redshift with the ETL process, right? So key benefits: faster performance for complex queries and large data sets, seamless integration with S3, efficient data imports, so SQL compatibility with business intelligence tools. I mentioned Redshift is the heart of data warehousing in AWS, right? All right, so Elastic MapReduce, big data processing system, Amazon EMR, right? So let's have a look at this sort of gives you different type of workloads coming into a data source, and then Amazon EMR processing through EMR. So you get Hadoop, Spark, Hive, Presto, other frameworks, and then you processing results, data storage analytics, right? And then according to your workload, whatever you processing data, you can direct to S3 buckets or Redshift, or you can get a report from quick sites, right? EMR provide petabyte scale processing with support for Hadoop, Spark, Hive, Presto framework for customized workflows. So user cases, log analysis, machine learning, real-time streaming, ETL operations, data transformation that Amazon MapReduce. Okay, so glue, serverless ETL, extract, transformation, loading. So serverless architecture, no infrastructure to manage, automatically scale to match workload demands, pay only the resource used during the job execution, right? Central metadata repository that automatically discovers the catalog data access across your AWS environment. So ETL capabilities, automated data recovery. Crawlers scan data source and populate the data catalog. So find out the data, like robots, right? Crawlers. Visual ETL design and edit job with minimal coding and use drag and drop interface. So what you needed, you can design workflows, support for multiple data format, right? CSV, JSON, Paraquet, and ORC integration benefit. So integration with the data, clean up to S3 Redshift, RDS, DynamoDB, right? Job scheduling, automated workflows, dependencies, built-in data quality, transformation capability, reduce manual coding, accelerators analytics projects. So you mean here visual ETL design, right? Making it easier to cleanse the data and put into a analytics databases. Amazon Kinesis real-time streaming, right? We spoke about Kinesis data firehose, real-time ingestion service, millisecond latency capture terabytes of data for our thousands of sources, enabling immediate processing for time-sensitive analytics, right? Kinesis data firehose, loading streaming data, destination, S3 Redshift, Elasticsearch without recurring customer code automatically stored match throughout requires zero administration. Data analysis running SQL queries, so Java application to write inside, process and analyze streaming data and apply the response business to customer instant need. So real time benefits. So this is the real time, right? So user cases real time like gaming dashboards, right? Anomaly detection, personalized recommendation, IoT device monitoring, fraud detection systems. So you need the immediate action. So it analyze whatever coming, flow in data. All right, let's have a look. Service selection, workload alignment. What is that? Right. Redshift, workload suitability. Right. So workload matching, selecting the right AWS analytics service depend on your specific data requirement, processing needs. Right. Work suitability 90, suitability 70, 85, kindness is 95, work suitability 80. I don't know what is this one means honestly, but let's have a look what is this one says. So workload type, recommended service, bespoke, a key advantage, right? So batch analysis is basically recommended service. Batch analysis is Redshift and Elastic MapReduce. So Bespo is structured and unstructured data. So high performance, columnar storage, customizable frameworks, right? Uh, so interactive querying, so ad hoc, sort of interactive. So Athena Redshift, ad hoc queries, complex joins, serverless, no infrastructure, high performance, right? Real-time analytics normally goes to Kinesis, streaming data processing, sub-second latency, real-time insights. ETL and data preparation, so extract, transform, and load in data. That's normally Glue and EMR, Elastic MapReduce. Serverless ETL, custom workflows, fully managed, integrated with S3, customizable. All right. AWS Analytics Service Distribution. Typical enterprise usage distribution, all right. So that is a distribution normally. I think Redshift is the 35% hold, and Athena next, and then MapReduce 15. Kinesis is more than MapReduce, so Kinesis is next. Glue is the least. Key consideration for analytics, right? Let's have a look. Performance was cost trade-off. Choose Redshift for high-speed analytics with the demanding workload requiring complex joins. Select Athena for cost-effective. That's right. Athena is budget. Infrequent queries with its pay and pay query model. So that is basically you combined performance first cost trade-off for performance. Redshift is a cost. It's Athena. Scalability, EMR, Red delivers petabyte scale processing for big data workload. Glue provides seamless integration with AWS services. Glue normally process the data, ETL, and so it can load it to S3, RDS, DynamoDB data pipelines, right? So here you see there are like what sort of scalability here in a Redshift. Athena, EMR, and Glue, there is scalability. So EMR got a scalability, high scalability. Glue next, and then like that, you go to this dot. It will give you sort of things, right? See, Athena is a costless, right? Redshift performance, right? All right, we'll go to last slide. Okay, that's sort of references. Um, Anyway, so that's a bit of about AWS Analytics Services overview to get an idea when you're answering combined questions with RDS, non-RDS, and analytics. We'll see you guys from my next videos. Until then, thank you.